Nah, it's absolute bollocks, that. Absolute nonsense.
Stratford Enders, we are, zigga-zagga, zigga-zagga, oi, oi, oi. Stratford Enders, we are, zigga-zagga, zigga-zagga, oi, oi, oi.
Roy Keane of Holland.
He could have been killed. That's the most dangerous thing I've seen at a football field for many, many years.
Do your job. Roll your sleeves up and do a job. Just get on with it. Don't be such a baby.
Zigga-zagga, zigga-zagga, oi, oi, oi. Stratford Enders, we are, zigga-zagga, zigga-zagga, oi, oi, oi.
And Manchester United, will we ever reach the promised land with the project or the Mission 21 that was reached out yesterday? Ruben Amorim speaks out for the first time after the January transfer window fiasco. Of course, we're playing a game of football for the first time. Finally, we're playing the fourth round in the FA Cup against Leicester. And will Obi Martin start? Will he bring in some kids? But of course, we're going to discover this live in the presser that starts about 10 minutes, guys. You know what to do, like and subscribe. But first and foremost, as it is the Memorial Day, we need to pay a tribute of the Busby Babes, the February 6, 1958, as per tradition, what we do here on this channel. So basically, a broken plane, a broken dream, a broken heart, a broken team. No words were said, a silent vow. We loved you then and we will love you now. The red flag will always fly for Man United. We will never die. Never to be forgotten. 6th of February, 1958. You are the reasons. Flowers of Manchester. Guys, this is the foundation. This is the core foundation of who we are today. Never forget, never say die. But we are currently a broken tree, a dream. So I just hope that after this transfer window, peeps, that Ineos kind of never forget who we are and what are we now, in certain sense, that they will honor Ruben Amorim in certain ways. Of course, we had numerous reports now saying either that Casemiro will go away, and you know, this project or the Mission 21 sound like there was a mission to the moon and we're going to win and challenge for the Premier League in 2028, according to Omar Barada and Dale Brailsworthy, marginal gains guy, you know, the cyclist specialist, formalized a plan together with the professor from some institution. I mean, these are cycling people. What has that to do with football, right? We're recruiting youngsters, we're recruiting kids. And, you know, in a certain ways, Manchester United have always been about academy players. So big tribute to the 1958 February 6th Munich disaster. Anyway, we're here to cover Ruben Amorims Presser that starts very soon. Of course, finally we get to play a game of football. But anyway, big, massive shout out for everyone that's tuning in. We have Yale Malmin in the house. We have legends in the house. We have Dark Crow coming in to say like and subscribe, share. Enjoy. Thank you, Dark Crow, for your support. And Yale Malmin comes in to say, oh no, I have a funny story for you. We'll tell you that funny. Rashford went to Aston Villa a day too soon. City bought a player from Porto who had once been a Barcelona player. Yeah. Listen, forget about the transfer window. That is done and dusted, kaput. We didn't go on the value on the market. We didn't go for the striker. Apparently, we're going to fast-track Cheetah Obi Martin. I've been watching a lot of clips about Cheetah. He is a specimen, like, you know, he's a beast. And, of course, a goal scorer, like, you know, and arguably we're going to fast-track him in. We're going to fast-track him in. You know, that's what the reports say. You know, just look at Cheetah in certain ways. Like, just look at him. He's such a big specimen, a beast, but he's 17 years of age. So I would say just hold your horses. Just don't burn them out as of yet. Yal Mami continued to say that Barcelona need 5 million to get Rashford, and they got 15 for the sale of Porto player. But when they could have gotten Rashford, he was already got at Villa. This is the transfer window. It's always tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. You know what I mean? It's a funny story, Yale. The story of the day brought you by me today. Yes, Yale, thank you for contributing. You make our day, Yale. Always. Just bring me your pepperoni pizza. And Yale is continuing to say, I may be the only one coming here, but after looking at the numbers and how close we were to to fall off the cliff are back in his 200%. Well, yes, you're not the only one. There's about, what, how many people tuning in right now? And let me just check the live stream right now. How many people are live with us today? There is over 50 of you tuning in. Please come in, more the merrier, guys. Listen, you can look at a double-edged sword in a way, y'all, and everyone else that's tuning in. You know, of course, this window was all about to get sort of to cut down the costs. 100%, but it left kind of Ruben Amorim with a paper-thin squad, right? We got rid of 2 attackers. Apparently, we are going to get rid of Casemiro now because Turkish league is open. The transfer window is open to the 11th of February, and Besiktas and Oli wants him, right? So that'd be potentially a loan. But yeah, look, at the end of the day, it's a disappointing window. Is what they say, there's no value in the market, and it's a golden opportunity to sort of introduce some youth players. Like, this is something that we always wanted, right? We want to see, like, you know, the likes of Harry Amas. There's some Man United are spinning the story regarding Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw is finished. He's done. He's done. You know, they protected him in a bubble wrap to say he's been back on Monday. This PR spin. Yes, and you know, Dino coming in to say it's also there was a disappointing window as whole, but not only us, like Arsenal also, like, you know, God, they got gaslighted by introducing 2 kids when they won against City 5-1, and they didn't go and spend nothing at the end of the day. But it is what it is, and we just have to finish strong. But you got to question how we're going to win Europa League, right? You know, sure, they have a plan, but they're launching this project or Mission 21. It looks like we're going to land in the moon, like, you know, like a space journey, guys. Anyway, this farcical. Yeah, very true what y'all in Mamin is saying. We have a skeleton crew, but we have the bad apples. But the bad apples left the club. Yes, true. So one positive thing that I can think of is Ruben kind of abolished the player power. Like, no more Rashford. Luke Shaw seems to be sick. We got to get rid of him. But the thing is, he's got 2.5 years left on his contract. Mason Mount's nowhere to be seen. We got Anthony Dos Santos out of the door on a loan. Taro Malacia out the door. And look, we are paper-thin squad, but at least we have players left that Ruben can work with. You know, he did that at Sporting as well. Like, you know, he even banished the captain over there because he said nobody is going to be bigger than me on the club, and everyone's going to be one team, one love, one opportunity. So hopefully we will see something better here. Ricardo Pereira is coming in here all the way from Portugal. Rashi left, at least for now. Hi, guys. Hi to you. Yes, and I don't believe that Rashi will ever come back. You know, this was a problem to sort of to solve for now, and then they will deal with it in the summer. You know, Aston Villa paid the loan fee. They paid 70% of his wages. And Man United included like a £40 million buyback, buy option as well for them. So I think that he will be the sacrificial lamb in the summer. So potentially Barcelona will then come in for him, Yale. You know, you never know. You never know. MXNSZ, what you saying here, my friend? Hi, mate. Sorry I'm late. Will Dorgu start? Yeah, we'll find out. Dorgu, I believe he's going to start. That's what the rumors are saying. Dorgu got the number 13. And if you can look at the periphery up here, you see number 13. That is my number. There. Ruby 13. You know, when I used to play football back in the days, I played the game. My number was number 13. And guess what? Patrick Dorgu has number 13 as well. Wicked. Anyway, shoof. There is a story that Højlund will be sold for 40 million. We will see, man. We will see. Anyway, the presser is about to start. Let's remove this for the stage. Stop screen and present the screen. Share screen, because we are about to go live for the Ruben Amorims Presser. Guys, please bear with me. It's only me. I will share this screen right here, right now. Goody. And let's bring it to the stage, people. Let's see if they started already. Let's see. Yeah, it's about to kick off. Ruben Amorims Presser. Let's go. Yes, it's about to start.
Jimmy Murphy Centre.
Yep. Soon, Ruben Amorim is coming in. But for copyright reason, we're not going to play the whole beginning. Leicester City in the FA Cup. Let's
Hi,
go.
Ruben. Looking ahead to, well, I guess start off with Lisandro Martinez and Luke Shaw. Are you able to offer any information on their injuries and the severity?
Lich is
Oh, God.
is a difficult situation. He's going to be out for a while. We don't know the extension of the injury, but is an injury that is going to take time. Look, just a little bit, one small issue in the different area from the last injury, so we'll try to be careful with Luke.
Dorgu and Heaven have arrived. Will they be going straight into the squad tomorrow?
Yes, we'll see.
You guys have to wait for tomorrow, but they are ready to play, and there are two more solutions to help us in this moment.
And on the subject of signings, on Sunday you said that the club was trying everything to do something on deadline day, and
there we go.
ultimately nothing happened. Are you happy with the work that was done this window? Do you feel that more could have been done?
No, what I feel is that the club is taking its time, and we know the urgency of the moment of the team, but I think everybody here don't want to make the same mistakes that we did in the past. So we have to improve the players that we have and to win some games, and then in the summer we will see. But like I said, we are really careful with the wheel transfers because we did some mistakes in the past.
That's it.
Do you accept, therefore, that the position of the team in the table may not change that much? You've got Marcus went, I know he wasn't playing, Anthony's gone, Malassia's gone. They are experienced players. You haven't brought in experienced players to replace them, and you weren't doing that well in the league to start with. Do you accept that people are just going to have to deal with that?
I think it's a moment that is hard to turn things around in a few games. It's going to be like that, really hard until the end of the season. Then we are taking that risk that you talk about because we want a different thing in our team, and we want different profiles, and that is my area. So it was my decision to do that.
Okay.
Like I said, we are taking some risks, but it's the way we want to proceed. We want to win some games. We can improve our team. We'll have time to train because I was always complaining about the time to train. So now we have time to train. We are going to improve the team, the players. And like I said, I want a certain type of players, a different profile, and we are changing right away.
Do you get concerned personally? You say it's a risk. You've already lost 5 home games. Do you worry at the back of your mind that if the results don't change, then everybody goes, well, that's now your fault, and you might come under pressure, and what you want may not?
Yeah, that is clear. And is also excited. I know when I choose this profession that you have the risk of the results, and I already knew when I came here. I look at the schedule. My decision of changing everything, take this hard decisions in the middle of the season without new signings, it's a danger for a coach. But since day one, with good results or bad results, I have a clear idea what I want to do, and I take these risks because in the end I think he's going to pay off in the end. But I know I'm not naive. I already said that many times, that this is a sport of results, and we are in a difficult situation.
Ruben, this is the first time I've spoken to you since Marcus Rashford left the club, so I'm just wondering how you left the situation with him personally, and obviously he's only on loan, so there's a chance he could be back here in the summer, and how that could potentially play out.
Guys, in the summer, like we said before, we are fighting for our jobs until the summer, so I'm focused just on these games. Thankfully, about Marcos is in Birmingham now with Unai, so you can take the questions
ask Unai
this month to another coach. We are focused just on our players in the moment.
Just following up on the questions that Simon asked about sort of the squad depth, I suppose. You've only really got 4 senior strikers, and the oldest of those is 23. You're hoping to go deep in 2 cup competitions. that doesn't seem like a lot of players in a very important part of the pitch, considering you may play a lot of games between now and the end of the season.
We have to find players and to play in the different positions. We can say in the way we play with Dorgu, we have one more winger to play in both sides. Of course, he's going to take time, so he's not going to solve all the problems. We have to improve. We create chances, we don't score. We have many shots inside the box, and we catch always one player. So these small things, I think we can improve. I think Ahmad can score more. Bruno can score more. Even Kobe Mainu can score more, playing in that position a little bit further on the pitch. So we have to improve as a team. We have a little bit more time. Let's see in the end of the season.
That's it for now. But join us for Match Day Live in the build-up to.
Wow. Actually, there was a lot of information, people, that came out here, which we have to unpack a little bit. So, look, I'm flabbergasted because what came out here was, you know, the optimization of the squad. At the end of the day, he said it was my choice, right? It was my choice to optimize and work with what I have, because I will have more time to integrate the youngsters and the team, and instead of having a big squad. This is kind of what I read into it. So it clearly looks like he's got a plan, because he was also asked the question at the very end, like, you know, you have a very thin attacking line, and he said, we're going to find different players. So, you know, they can play that different positions, and everyone has to contribute to the goal scoring. But he didn't mention anything about throwing in Obi Martin into the scene. But clear and obvious, that is the kind of the garden path for Obi Martin. He mentioned also to say that, you know, you have the likes of, you know, Amad Diallo that can score goals. Everyone needs to contribute. Everyone needs to be better. We have even a question regarding Patrick Dorgu and Aiden Heaven as well. Apparently, he said they are ready to start. They are ready to start. So we might see even an introduction regarding Dorgu number 13 and Aiden Heaven against Leicester City as well. Again, wasteful question for one of the journalists that said, ask about Marcus Rashford. I mean, he's not his problem anymore. Marcus Rashford is an Aston Villa player right now. So he said, like, you know, we will talk about Rashford in the summer. At the end of the day, this is not my problem anymore. So why are you bloody asking this question? Stupid. Go and speak to Unai Emery regarding this question, which I applaud him to say that. That was pretty cocky in a way. Big up Royden Frost, big up Yali Malmin, Kobe Maino as a number 9. I would say more Kobe Maino as a number 10. But he doesn't know how to play the number 9, but you got to coach him in that way, because his natural instinct when he was playing as a false number 9 was to drop down deeper into his natural position. So you got to coach him to stay up front, stay up there, right? But at the end of the day, if we're not playing with, let's say, in my humble opinion, if we're not playing with a front man like Xerxes or Højlund, the player of the back is going to be suffering, because if Onana or, let's say, Bayander wants to ping a long ball, there's nobody to pick up the ball and hold up the play, right? So, of course, you got to find different solutions. But the main takeaway, what I got here from today, is that we need to find a way fast. We have more time for training. We have more time to integrate. And, yeah, that we will see. We will see, right? So the overarching, what I got here, and correct me if I'm wrong. Did I hear things wrong, or was it Ruben Amorim? Help me in the chat as well. He said pretty much that this was my choice to optimize and not go, right? And he basically answered the question regarding the transfer window and said we had to sort of be careful on the market not to make the same mistakes as what we've done in the past. So obviously they assessed the situation with Tell. They didn't want to make the mistake. They didn't want to pay that 10 million loan fee and for an unproven entity. So they probably looked at the squad and say, who could do as good a job as Matthias Tell? Cheat Obi Martin. Does it cost anything? No, he's free. So anyway, why would you then take a loan player for, what, 5 months? Just pay ridiculous money and the sort of 95K a week wages, when you can look at develop your own academy player and assess him and then integrate him in the summer and potentially become a first team player as of next season. So slowly embed him in. And Royden Frost comes in. Love how people are blaming Højlund for no goals. Well, listen, that has been the overarching experience. Like, you know, watching him, he's suffering at the moment because we're not really creating for him, right? We never had the proper wing backs that we are pretty much having now. And hopefully we can have formulating that partnership and have Højlund as a target man. But we also need to tell him, stop being that wrestling mania guy. Like, you don't have to wrestle everyone. Like, play the ball. Because Højlund, for me, is so good running in the channels, getting the ball at the feet and just shoot, right? He's got a hell of a cannon, but he hasn't really got any opportunities, right? So that has to be improved, 100%. I think that, according to MXNZ, I think Amorim has a backup plan. It looks like it. He looked pretty confident. But yeah, it looks like it, guys. It looks like it. Royden is saying that, yes, they do, but Højlund average 0.9 shots per game. What's that down to? Players make no creating enough. Yeah, 100%. You said it at the very end of your sentence there, Royden. Yeah, 0.9 shots per game, but, you got to look at, does it get any service? 100% it's got to improve, right? We spoke about, they spoke about in the presser, you want to go deep, you want to win champion, you want to get into the Champions League by winning Europa League. Can you do this with the squad? And he said, yes, he's got confidence. Again, I think that, I think what you said here, he must have a backup plan, right? He's got a plan, because think about it. What he did at Sporting Lisbon, he brought in 17 youth players and made them his, right? Basically, they are so easy to train, to mold. So you look at the more senior players, the ones that he chased out. It's hard to teach an old dog how to sit, or it's harsh to teach an old dog to, do new tricks. So he decided to abolish them and work with what he's got. Players that are willing to listen, players that are willing to adapt to his system, and that must be his plan, in my opinion. Royden keeps coming to say that people say that Xerxes and Højlund are the problem. How many times in the last game did any of those left wing backs or right wing backs or midfields create chances for them both? Nothing. You made a valid point then. Nothing, right? Nothing. At least there's no even crosses into the box. When you play, let's say, Dalot and Mazarawi as wing backs, you're not getting creativity. They don't bomb forward. They don't cross into the box. So you instantly start playing with 5 in the back. And this is frustrating for Ruben. Ruben's system demands wingbacks to be high up on the pitch, right? Almost steal the ball up there and bomb back forward as well, right? That is the core function. And there's no smoke without any fire when they say that we are in for Quenda in the summer. I believe the Man United had a pre-agreement already for young Quenda on their right wing-back side. Right, we already sorted the left wing back situation. We have young Patrick Dorgu. We also bought in Diego Leone as well. That's coming into the summer, and we're fixed. We sort of loaned out. We shipped out Taro Malacia, which is not a left wing back. I'm sorry to say, Luke Shaw never kind of come back again, and also we're bringing in Harry Amas back into the squad again. So basically, there was reports saying that after this window, we retracted Harry Amas to go on loan and Bian Sherry as well. So that tells me that he's going to go for the youth, which is exciting to see, guys. Which is exciting to see. MXNZ says Dalot cannot do the job as a ring-back position. No, 100% no. He's such a... So, I don't know. He had a shit season, in my opinion. Defensively, ball watching, going forward, not good enough, in my opinion. So yeah, but he's a good squad player. If you get in a Quanda in the season, a 17-year-old, 18-year-old Quanda, man, come on. Dalot is going to sit on the bench. Royden, what you're saying here, I have seen many times this season Rasmus in the box and the position, and no one gives him the ball. And that takes an index shot outside the box. Yeah, 100%. And that is kind of the frustration. We saw that with Harry Kane as well, in Spurs. He was inside the box. And when he didn't receive the box, he was drifting down deep to actually create something, to get the ball and create something. And that is what we've seen with Rasmus Højlund past. When he scored, he created from nothing, right? He had to literally pick up the ball and create chances for himself. But we want players to create for him, 100%. Lisandro Martinez said also, we don't create enough chances for Højlund. And speaking about Lisandro Martinez, we got confirmation here also that it looks like it's an ACL long-term injury. I feel so gutted for him. Like, it looks like he's going to be gone minimum 10 months, in my opinion, man. Minimum 10 months. Minimum 10 months. Wow. Oh, I'm gutted, right? But then it looks like, you know, there would be a fast track of Heaven playing that position. We can also play young Lenny Longlegs in that position. By the way, did you watch that Rio Ferdinand with Lenny Longlegs interview? That was brilliant. That was brilliant in my sense. With Dorgu as left wing back, but Dino is saying, who would you got right wing back, Dalot or Mazraoui? Listen, Mazraoui, no. Mazraoui for me, man. Dino, in my opinion, stick him to the right centre-back position. That is his best position. I don't think he's so good at going forward. He's really good defensively. But in that case, if that was an option, I'll go with Amad Diallo in that position, 100%. And put in some more creativity like Kobe Mainoo on the right side at number 10. Garnacho as a left side at number 10. Play Amad Diallo as a right wing-back, 100%. All of a sudden, you have such a great attacking force as well. And Amad, in my opinion, is so good at defending as well, tracking back. Let me know what you think, Dino. But if I had if you put a gun to my head and said choose, I had to go with Dalot, right? Royden Frost, what you saying here? Yeah, there was a comment for Yale. Ricardo Pereira saying, I think we have too many weaklings in our thin team squad, and that's evident, in my opinion. But what I mean to say is that we cannot attack if we don't trust in our defense. 100%, mate. 100%. Onana, I think Onana will go in the summer. You know, he's a prominent figure. Like, you know, he's a good talker, but such a goal. He reminds me of an ice hockey goalkeeper. Like, fuck me, man. If we can train Bayander to be a better distributor of the ball, he will be a world beater, right? He's so good at a goal shot stopping. We will see probably Bayander in the FA Cup tomorrow. I really hope so, because he's such a good at penalties as well. I'm not hating on Onana, but it's not a Manchester United goalkeeper. Nah, I'm sorry to say. He was a signing from Erik ten Hag. He was signed to be a ball-playing goalkeeper, but he ain't doing that either, right? It's very, very, I don't know. Jack Reacher, big up, Jackie. How are you doing? In recent, Royal Betis draw 2-2 Al Bilboa. Man of the match was no other than Anthony, formerly of Manchester United. Yes. Good stuff. But that is the Spanish league, though. Yeah. A little bit of a slow, a little bit of a chorizo, a little bit paella, a little bit of a siesta time. You know what you know. It's a little bit different league then. You come to Premier League, you got to be on the toes because it's rock and roll football. Up and down, up and down, up and down. You don't get the time on the ball. So that is what it is. It's going to be interesting to see how Patrick Dorgu is climatizing. But apparently, reports coming out, he's doing madness in training as well. And let me see what you guys are saying. Yeah, it's a ligament, man. It's shite. I don't see him coming back, man. 27 years of age, second knee injury. The question is his career over? Wow. I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel for Licha. Like, he's arguably one of my favorite players. Like, you know, he's a warrior, right? Whenever he's in form, he's great. But at the age of 27, we see him with Luke Shaw. Like, when you have nasty injuries, the road to coming back is long, right? Because when you have a, I think it was his right knee, so he can't put weight on his right knee. So that means that the right muscles around that, that area becomes weak, the unbalance. I mean, ACL, we saw that Timber from Ajax was out for 1 year for an ACL injury, right? I feel for him, man. Royden Frost is saying regarding Højlund, you agree that he must stop wrestling, but he doesn't. He does that due to lack of service. Yeah, 100%, mate. Yeah, but he has to stop being a wrestler. Like, don't be that person because you get found out. How many times have I seen him being thrown to the floor? You're 22 years of age. You're not fully developed as yet. Just play your game right. Your game is to receive the ball, link up the play, run between the channels, and shoot, right? He's got abundance of pace, but we don't see that enough. We don't. But Alma's physicality is a problem when defending. I don't know, man. He's such a good ball snatcher. I don't know. I'm just intrigued with what Ruben Amorim was saying in this press conference. He looks like he's got a plan B, and basically what he said, it was his option to have an optimized squad, so it will be easier to mold and develop. Interesting. We will see. We will see. Apparently, the season is a write-off. We're not going to. We'd be lucky if we finish in the top 10, right? The season. So it looks like we are going hard on for the FA Cup and the Europa League, in my opinion, man. Let me see what you're saying here. Dino coming in to saying 10 to 14 month out for Martinez. It's like massive loss. I think we need now to look at centre back in the summer when Lindelof pass. Yeah, Lindelof is going. Dalot for me too. Maza out of form. Yeah, 100%. Listen, man, shit. 10 to 14th month. We might see, like, you know, Nkunku there, kind of Kukunku there coming up from the academy. We have apparently signed the Arsenal wonder kid that can play in that position as well. Heaven as well. We got coverage, man. We got coverage, and Lenny Euro can play that position. So whenever Lisandro Martinez can play, you know, Lenny Euro playing that position. But I feel for him. Sorry, man. Onana was world class. Oh, Nana. What's the name? Oh, Mick, had your positivity level gone down? Yeah. Good question, Doctor. No, it's gone down. Like, you know, if you look at my hodometer, it's gone down. Right. There's you asked me how long is a piece of string, Doctor? Like, you know, the gravy train of positivity and the PR spin, and of course we get gaslighted by the transfer window. Of course, you know, you get a punch in the solar plexus when we saw the transfer window was always to get like one cheap option left wing back to just display to the fans. Look, we got a left wing back, hooray! But it wasn't our first choice. Our first choice would get Nuno Mendes from PSG, but you know, there was 50-60 million. We went in on a deal on 25 plus add-ons or what that was included in add-ons. So it's an unproven entity, but I've been scouting Patrick Dorgu for quite a while, and I say he is amazing. I love him, right? So let's see. Of course, this is the FA Cup. We're playing Ruben Nistelrooy, 100%, man. So big up Abdullah Irvan for becoming a member for 13 months as well. Big up Abdullah as well. Big up Elite Bowler as well in the house saying, big up Jarl and Dark Crow. Respect to you as well. Big up for you, man. Listen, at the end of the day, question make for me. We have a question here coming in here. Question make, what are your honest thoughts on De Ligt? He's good, but he hasn't. We haven't seen the full potential of De Ligt. Yeah, he's good, right? I like De Ligt 100%, but I like De Ligt in the middle. Apparently, like, you know, that's been occupied by Harry Maguire. What's your thought process by Harry Maguire staying another year, though? Is that to cock block the youth? I mean, say we that was a problem that. I mean, in my opinion, the reason why they kept Harry Maguire is because of the seniority in the dressing room. Clear and obvious, we are going to recruit kids under 24, so you need some senior prominent figure in the locker room, similar to Johnny Evans that's going away. Shit, Johnny Evans is gone. Lindelof is gone. So that's why the only reason why they kind of kept Harry Maguire. But my honest opinion, Matthias de Ligt is a leader. He's a prominent figure as well. Like, you know, at Ajax at that young age, he was almost the captain as well, man. Or he was the captain. Elite Baller saying, Arsenal have no Saka and Jesus, and they bought none. So they equally trying to win the league. Arsenal is as deep shit as us, man. Unbelievable that Arsenal didn't go for a striker, 100%. Look, Arsenal fans are having a meltdown, equally to us. But listen, we just got to look at ourselves, and that's my honest opinion. And it is what it is. We are a little bit of optimized squad, so I'm going to be excited to see what is the plan B. Are we going to lose more games, or are we going to actually see integration of some youth as well blended in? What are you saying here? Abdullah Irwan, Maguire need to sell, in your opinion? Yeah, you're saying Darkrow elite bowler. It hurts me that Bruno and Dalot are unstoppable, undroppable. Listen, regarding Bruno Fernandes, he's 31 this year. If we're going to challenge for the title by 2028, he's not going to be part of this squad. So you got to be feeling a little bit sorry for Bruno because he gives everything for this team, right? So he must look at this and thinking, shit, there's no ambition to win. Feel sorry because he gave it everything, but within 3 years, Bruno will not be in this squad, in my opinion. I have no agenda against Bruno. Bruno is great, yeah? Especially now he's playing more disciplined, no more Hollywood passes, playing more deeper. I like that position, right? He's more disciplined. Ricardo saying, which mistakes has Amorim made besides taking this job in current context? Ooh, that's a very good question, Ricardo. You are a sporting fan, so you know what I'm talking about. I said it for almost 2 months. But is it a mistake? The mistake is having the trust in certain players. The mistake is to rotate the rotating system. I understand that is to prevent injuries, but the mistakes that we lost too many points, especially Old Trafford, is that you start in with your weakest team and then you go 1-0 down and then you throw in the best players, right? So it's always coming from behind, and that has been his mistake. He needs to simply start his best starting 11 from minute 1 and forget about this rotation stuff, right? Right? Because the Premier League is gone. That is the deepest mistake. That is the mistake. But he's still learning. He's learning on the job. So you can arguably say that, yeah, I don't have much time on the training pitch, but now you have. So that is the only mistake that I can think of, that he's trusted certain players could do the job. So he rotated. And then, it's been clear and obvious the players that started in the second half will probably start in the next game. It's been predictable. But yeah, that is what I believe. Listening at Thai yesterday on AFTV, yeah, they're having a meltdown. But let me know what you think. Ricardo, I'm throwing back the question to you. Let me know your thoughts and feelings. What is which mistake Ruben has made other than taking this job, right? Oh, thank you. My haircut. Yeah, I did it myself, mate. I actually did it myself. I bought this bullet trimmer. Amazing trimmer. Thank you. And the mustache is perfect. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I take that as a comment. Take it. I take it and go. Yeah, thank you. So, yeah, 100%. We need to start thinking about Bruno's replacement. No, Ricardo say, no, Mick, I am an FC supporter. Yes, you are an FC supporter. Sorry, there's so many things floating around, but yeah, truly believes in Amorim. Yeah, 100%, Rotation, bro, rotation. Yeah, you agree that is the rotation that was his mistake. Anyway, guys, beautiful people, let's talk about Leicester. Let's talk about this game over the weekend. We had 1 week now to rest and train and prepare. The transfer window is open. Do you think that he will start Patrick Dorgu? I certainly believe he will. Do you think that Heaven will be on the bench? I certainly will. Think we are playing Ruben Reacts. And of course, Old Trafford. I'm not confident at Old Trafford because we play better away than we're actually playing at home because the pressure is so high. But we need to win this cup game, man. Come on. You cannot drop the ball here, right here now. I think that we will go hard, 100%. If Bayandi starts, it will be a clean sheet. Jamie Vardy, will he score? Nah, I don't think so, man. I think it will be 3-0 United, or maximum 2-0. I'm not going to jinx it, but yeah, I think we will get the better off Ruben Reacts at Old Trafford, 100%. Who will he start? I don't know. If I may guess, who will start on top? Will we see Obi Martin on the bench as well? I believe that we might see a Højlund on top. I think that we will see Dalot as a right wing back. I believe that Patrick Dorgu as left wing back. We might see Maino as a right-sided number 10, Garnacho as a left-sided number 10. In the midfield, we will have, simple as that, Ugarte and Bruno. The back situation, I would say that Lenny Euro will start as a left-sided centre-back. In the middle, you have De Ligt, and on the right, Mazarawi. And that is my team, peeps. That is my team. A final question before we close the shop. Mick, you think we're going to pens? As you said, Bayanda should start, as he's good at pens as well. I don't think we'll go to pens, but if we do, Bayanda is a monster in goal. 100% he needs to start. Don't you think that he has... don't think he has a choice, needs to play... Yeah, Dorgu, yeah, 100%. Big up Paul as well, all the way from USA. What you're saying, Amorim can't be blamed. He's the only one here. What are you saying here? Amorim can't be blamed. He's only been here a minute, and he has leftover players who don't fit the system. I back him 100%. So do I. And I get to break to this cycle, firming his managers. Yeah, 100%, man. Like, listen, I back him. It's not his fault. He's been dealt a bad hand. They promised him some reinforcements in January. And we will see what will happen in the summer, because that summer window will be a massive ins and outs, you know, if you're going to recruit from a system. We've spoken about this channel so many times. What a massive mistake from the club. Like, you know, he asked to come this coming summer. They said, no, it's now or never. And basically, they knew what we're getting. Like, they knew that this is a manager that doesn't play like, the 3-4-3 system. Actually, this is a manager that plays a 3-4-3 system, not the traditional 4-3-3 or 4-3-2-1. And it's been a long preseason, assessing and calling out certain players. So yeah, I definitely back him, man. I really do. But this summer, I think it will be big. Like, of course, asset players that we're going to be selling. I think Casemiro will be out of the door. Eriksen's leaving on free. Lindelof is leaving for free. There's been massive wage bill cuts. Rashford will not coming back to the club. So there'll be definitely money in the kitty there as well. And I don't think we'll sell Garnacho. And again, the Garnacho story will come out again, but in the summer, if you're going to sell Garnacho and buy something better, summer is a better window sort of to get more out of your players than the January window. So sell, in that case, Garnacho for 70-80 million, in my opinion. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. It is time to close the shop. Mick, the trouble wing, Bruno, no discipline. Yeah, we'll see, man. We will see. Jack Reach is coming in to say 2-0 to Man United. Referee will not be standing, lol. Who's the referee? God damn, just don't give us this stupid referees like Michael Oliver, please. Anyway, guys, just to summarize the press conference, go back, check it out. I might cut this presser just as a 10 minutes clip, but just to summarize, Dorgu looks ready to start. Heaven looks ready to start. The overarching feeling that Ruben Amorim said it was his choice not to make any mistakes, to have a more optimized squad. And God, we're playing a game of football against Leicester this Sunday. Of course, I'm looking forward for the football game. But anyway, big up for people. Don't forget to like and subscribe as per usual. We will be back a little bit later on or tomorrow. Thank you. And don't forget to like and subscribe as per usual. But Mick Ruby here, Mufc RealistTV with Ruben Amorims press conference. Glory, glory, Man United. See us.
Thank you so much for stopping by and watching Mufc RealistTV. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on the socials.